Commanders and Bengals combined to make NFL history with this rare feat not seen in at least 84 years. The two teams combined to do the impossible. The NFL has existed for 104 years, and in that time, no one has ever seen a game like the one we got on Monday night in Cincinnati. During the Commanders' shocking 38-33 win over the Bengals, the two teams combined for 0 punts and 0 turnovers, which is almost unheard of. Actually, it is unheard of. According to Sports Research Team, it was the first game since at least 1940 to feature 0 punts and 0 turnovers, which makes it the only game over the past 84 years where that's happened. The detailed records only go back to 1940, so it's very possible that this was the first game in NFL history to feature 0 punts and 0 turnovers. The Commanders had 8 possessions in the game, and 6 of those possessions ended with a score. The 2 drives that didn't end with points came at the end of each half. The Commanders faced just 4 fourth downs in the game, and they actually went for it and converted on 3 of those. On the other one, Austin Seibert kicked a 42-yard field goal. Jayden Daniels was nearly perfect against the Bengals, going 21 of 23 for 254 yards and 2 touchdowns, and that's a big reason why the Commanders were never really in a position where they had to worry about sending out their punt team. The Commanders only faced 1 third down on their side of the field, which was a third, and one that they converted from their own 34 in the second quarter. This was actually the second straight game for the Commanders where they didn't punt or have a turnover, which made them the first team since at least 1966 to pull off that feat in consecutive games. On the Bengals' end, they only faced 1 challenging third down on their side of the field, which came on a 3rd and 10 from their own 38 in the third quarter. Joe Burrow kept the drive alive by hitting T. Higgins for a 16-yard gain. The Bengals also made some history that they're not going to be proud of. They became the first team in NFL history to lose a game where they scored at least 33 points without a punt or a turnover. According to Pro Football Reference, NFL teams were 112-0 in that situation since 1920, but they're now 112-1 thanks to the Bengals' loss. This game really was a rarity. 2 teams making it through an entire game without punting is almost unheard of. The Commanders-Bengals game marked just the 7th time in NFL history that there's been a game with no punts. 2 of the prior games only featured 1 turnover, which was the closest the NFL had come to seeing a no-punt, no-turnover game over the past 84 years. Here's a look at all the no-punt games along with the total turnover number from those games. 1992, Bills 34-31 over 49ers, 6 turnovers. 2003, Colts 38-31 over Chiefs, 1 turnover. 2014, Packers 38-17 over Bears, 2 turnovers. 2014, Saints 44-23 over Packers, 4 turnovers. 2021, Chiefs 42-30 over Eagles, 1 turnover. 2023, Cowboys 41-35 over Seahawks, 1 turnover. 2024, Commanders 38-33 over Bengals, 0 turnovers. What the Commanders and Bengals did Monday night is something that only happens once in a lifetime in the NFL, so hopefully you were able to enjoy it. Let's see what Jayden Daniels say about his historic performance.
For Washington fans tonight, you came into our studios in D.C. and you shared with me how it felt different. And it was just mini camp. And I told you then, it's easy to talk about how the energy is going to change because it always does with new people. But a night like tonight, and you're squarely in the middle of it, what does it do for this team, Terry?
Yeah. I think it's a momentum shift for us. Honestly, to stack 2 wins in a row like that, division opponent last week, and to come on the road against a playoff team who has playoff caliber players, it was huge for us to come on the road and get this win. And I believe the guys in this locker room believe that we could get this win. And I think it came from the energy that we had in practice. We had our best week of practice this week. Last week it wasn't our best, but we knew this week we had to put a great week of practice together. And that's what we did. And so we came out here and we really made plays when we had to make plays. And, dang, this is a good feeling, I'm telling you.
I have to imagine it is, and you played such an enormous part. That first one, the 55-yarder, is a perfect throw, and so's that 3rd and 7 touchdown that in a sense seals this game. He gets blasted on that, Terry. He knew he was going to take a hit. He's not the biggest dude. I was out at the park last week. I'm like, wow, he's kind of lean. But how? Explain to me that throw, and I don't know, could it have been any better?
Man, the people want to talk about his size, but they don't want to talk about his heart and his toughness and his poise that he has, and that you find that inside his rib cage, and the heart and the determination that kid has is unbelievable. And you know, going into that play, I went over to the sideline. I told Cliff, put me into the boundary and let me run a go route for the game. And Jayden was down with that call. And for him to stand back there to give me enough time, because if we got pressed, we wanted to go route. But once he was off, I was like, I got to give him a little double move or something, just to give him enough time to get off my route. And Jayden stuck in there like a grown man and threw enough air on it for me to track it. I just wanted to try to use late hands and get my feet in to win the game. So, honestly, I was just trying to be patient, continue to work, and I think a game like this is really going to spearhead us going into this week coming up, because we're starting to put it together offensively, scoring in the red zone, running the ball well, hitting explosive plays. That's what you got to continue to build on if you want to be good in this league. So for him to come out here on his first primetime game with the game on the line to give me a chance to help win the game, I can't thank my teammates enough, and I'm just so appreciative of God putting me in this situation, allowing me to stay patient and come through for my teammates.
Amen to all of that. Cliff shows faith in you, and you guys both deliver. I'll just close with this, because, again, when I was out at the park, I asked Jayden just how much of the history he knows. This is a young man. He was born long after Super Bowls were won. But you know that all of the DMV is listening to you right now, and you know how ecstatic they are. What's your message to them, to those fans that have just been looking for a reason, looking for an on-ramp to want to come back and buy in? What's your message to all those fans right now?
Yeah, continue to support us. I think we got the right people in place, right people in the building. More importantly, we got toughness in the building. We got a will to win. We got determination, and we got a team that's not going to quit. You got guys who are going to be tough in practice, going to be tough on the field, and when the game's on the line, you want guys that are going to want to make the plays to win the game, and I think we have that. So I'm excited to be in the DMV right now, man. It's an exciting time to be a Commander fan, and just want them to continue to support us. But it's on us enjoying this win, getting back on the road this week, and going against a good Arizona team. So now it's about continuing to stack it, getting better, and it's exciting to be a Commander right now. Well,
congratulations. I'll make sure my message to Cliff is throw the ball to 17. You know that's what everybody wants to see happen. Hey, big things happened tonight when you did, huh?
Yeah, we talked about it in studio, man, so it's just cool to see that manifest out here on the field. And it seems like every time you're around, I have a good game. So it's good to talk to you, man. And hopefully I could get to come in the studio and hang out with you again. I appreciate you.
Well, you know where we are. We're just sitting there with nothing else to do. Travel safely home. Congratulations, Terry, on a tremendous night. All right, I appreciate you, man.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for daily NFL top updates.